When you grow up with your idol, also known as Dad, showing you the magic of a land just an hour's drive from home, it's easy to see why the dust has never settled for me, so to speak. As a young kid, I was out pre-running the vast peninsula and running around Baja with Dad when the races came around. It's not the exact same, but our daughter Kay has spent a solid amount of time visiting and learning the places she will likely remember, like I do, as the places that started my addiction, my compulsion with Baja. To me, the greatest moments from the Monster Energy Trail of Missions presented by BFGoodrich Tires revolve around the kids and our sharing of those mystical places that may just be a scant memory when they are 30.
Stella Bonin, my daughter Kay Steele, and we're just teaching them a little bit about the history while we're having fun off-roading and swimming along the way. Stella, do you think you learn something every time you come on these trips?
Yeah.
The Mission Trail is definitely a special place to take the kids so they can understand what people have gone through along the way to forge out an existence in different places.
But they will remember the magic, and I will always be stoked that we have shared the beauty and vastness of Baja with the next generation. My name is Cameron Steele. On average, I spend 4 months a year on the Baja Peninsula. I have ridden my dirt bike the length of Baja 20-ish times, and we have raced and won the longest continuous off-road race in the world, the Baja 1000. Since 1982, I have been chasing the racing lifestyle and dream, living out my fantasy life. Trail of Missions is my way of sharing the Baja magic that is captured inside of me with those that both join on the trip and through the media we build, like this web episode. On this year's Trail of Missions, it's a little different as due to COVID, there were no 2020 trips for us. We won't be hosting our traditional town fiestas, where we invite entire towns to join us for a meal we provide, and we will mostly this time keep to ourselves. But we are stoked to be back in Baja. On the route we have laid out, there will be what we call Baja Bangers, the highlights of the peninsula. We will begin in Loreto, which is the birthplace of the Spanish Mission Trail, and for our first time, we will visit Isla Coronado. With its magical Caribbean-like looks, which include white sand beaches and turquoise waters, it's one we've been looking forward to for sure.
So when we showed up this morning in the Ponga boats and we turned the corner, you can't see this from the other sides. It's just got a nice little shelf that's just high enough that you can't see around the corner. And there's easy ups, there's the Fox covered canopy, palapas in the water. We put lawn chairs out there, we sat in the water, the kids are on paddle boards, everybody's out there looking for cool stuff in the water. Kids have found crabs and they even caught a fish somehow with their bare hands. And I mean, everybody's having fun and a good time, and this is what it's all about. This is really enjoying the place.
We'll navigate our way to the jewel of the Mission Trail at San Javier, which is the second mission location in the Californias, founded in 1699. The spectacular church, built in the 1700s, is remarkable in the mountain valley where it is built.
This year's going to be absolutely fabulous on the Trail of Missions. We're starting in Loreto and we've come up to the San Javier mission, which is the jewel of Baja. It's definitely on my list of top 3 missions, and it's beautiful from the way they've designed it to the locals that live here. It has such an amazing vibe and the mission is spectacular.
Also on the trail plot for 2021 are the Mulegé Mission, San Juanico, and some iconic Baja locations further south like El Triunfo, which not many that I know have taken the time to visit.
Yeah, I've been coming to Baja for 40 years, so I think I know Baja pretty well, but Cameron shows us new stuff every time that I haven't seen.
Speaking of plots, the plotting of routes helps to be clear with everyone where we are going, including our helicopter pilot, simply known as Heli Jim. Heli Jim has been flying Baja with us for over a decade, and his personality, while flying, becomes Director Jim.
3, 2, 1, action. Dude, your cell was getting barreled. It was so sick. That's cool.
Those GPS plots the Heli uses to shortcut and fly surprise reveals over rises directly at us are built by Jackson Motorsports GPS ace, Cody Stewart, who happens to be like my son and also my trophy truck racing navigator. However, this is a different trip for Cody.
Being able to bring my family on this trip, it's been pretty meaningful. My son's 4.5 now. He's old enough to come down here and start to enjoy everything about Baja. And my wife came from never doing any off-roading to loving it now. So
it's fun, dude. The mangroves are awesome.
Dirt's grippy.
Dirt's grippy. Just put it in manual mode, Baja mode, and just following people through there right on their butts.
How's your passenger in the back?
Doing a little camera shot right now, but he was having fun.
Yeah, they're here! We do have heroes and legends on trail with us. Jason Shearer is back for his second trail of missions and has again brought his entire family.
When you get to take a break and come down here and show off the beauty of Baja with your family and get to go enjoy it with them, there's nothing I really love more. This is like the highlight of my racing year, is to be able to do trail of missions and come down here and hang out with everybody. I love it.
Jason is humble almost to a fault, and while talking to him, hearing his stoke for Baja and off-road, it seems way undercover that he is a 3-time king at the Ultra 4 King of the Hammers event. Like my family's heritage, the Olgas family has a similar story. Dad Steve is one of off-road racing's best and is now earning podium finishes at races where his son Jack is also racking up victories in the lower classes.
My first full season, I won the championship in Best in Desert, and this season we're on track to win the Best in Desert and Legacy Championship.
Smiles all around, but smiles are the norm all the time for Steve and Jack, especially when hanging out at the beach.
Yeah, so Jack and I are surfers, and we're really looking forward. I'm from Hawaii originally, and we just love the water. And I think Scorpion Bay is probably our favorite surfing place in the world, I'd say. And so we're looking forward to getting out there and surfing just the whole time we're there.
We will get to know the whole crew over this 4-part Trail of Missions series. But first, if you haven't already soaked it up, let's review what Trail of Missions is all about. Getting out among the cactus and breathing a little dust. Traveling to the places, sharing the stoke of the vast emptiness of the peninsula, all while putting our BFGoodrich tires to the test. One thing we can tell you for sure is there is a reason for the products that we use. BFGoodrich is certainly the winningest tire in Baja, and it is the tire that I trust when exploring with my family and racing in Baja. We are 14 trucks, have a thirst for adventure, and sharing with friends old and new. We will cover a couple thousand miles together, and we look forward to sharing more about our favorite place on the planet, Baja.